everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Josephine and on this channel we talk about fragrances. Today's video is part 2 to hyped fragrances that are worth the hype. So I've been looking on social media, so on YouTube, on Instagram and on TikTok to see what fragrances are the most hyped and which I think are really worth that hype, and these are fragrances that I would personally put my money behind. So if you'd like to know what fragrances are worth the hype in my opinion, then make sure to keep on watching. Alright, so the first fragrance I've been guilty of hyping like crazy, and I know that it is worth the hype because I ended up purchasing this scent. It is Oud for Greatness by INITIO Parfums Prives. So this is an oud fragrance that is super sexy, very intoxicating, and extremely powerful. It's magnetic, it's bold, it's masculine, although women can wear it too. It's just a gorgeous scent, and in my opinion, the best of the best from INITIO Parfums Prives. So this oud is really dry. It's also complemented with patchouli, so really dried patchouli leaves. And also you have some spices with nutmeg, and there is this gorgeous addictive sweetness from this scent which just makes me fall in love with this perfume so much. This perfume is like lust in a bottle. There's something really attractive in this scent. I don't know what they've put in it, but it's like, it attracts you. That's all I can say, is that it is the most, I mean, this is a very big statement. This is the most attractive scent to me, like as of late. It has phenomenal projection, phenomenal longevity as well. So performance department, really good, phenomenal scent. I highly recommend you try it out right now. The second fragrance is of course AVENTUS by Creed. There's been so many clones of this perfume, but none of the clones that I have smelt really recreate this incredible duality, this dual effect from Creed AVENTUS. So AVENTUS is really interesting because it is a freshy fragrance, definitely. It's one that you can wear all year round, so not just in the warmer months. It's fresh, but it's also really smoky and fruity at the same time. And what's unique about AVENTUS is that it has this pineapple note. What I will say with this fragrance, I guess a bit of an unfortunate event, is that there is varying batches, and simply because, you know, there is a use of natural ingredients, and as with natural ingredients, you're not going to get the same yield every year. So sometimes you'll get a better yield depending on the weather conditions, depending, you know, on other environmental factors. There's so many different things that come into play when it comes to natural ingredients. So of course, the batches will vary. I think where the brand has taken a lot of heat is that some batches were just not performing as well, yet still priced the same. That's unfortunate, but I still do think that this perfume is worth the hype and is worth investing that money. Next up, we have MUSC RAVAGEUR by FREDERIC MALLE. This perfume is so good and so worth it. This perfume is a really warm, ambery, super sexy fragrance. It's unisex, leaning maybe more towards masculine, I would say. This on a man smells amazing. Let me tell you that right now. It's so good, but if you're a woman and you enjoy those sweeter ambery fragrances, I highly recommend you sample or try this fragrance out. So you have amber in this fragrance as well as vanilla, so that really sweet, balmy, addictive base. You also have some patchouli, and I do get quite a prominent note of lavender in this scent as well, which is probably why I find that it is more leaning towards the masculine side. What I will say about this scent is that there's something really carnal about it. It feels very raw and a bit beastly, but beastly in like the best possible way. Not beastly in the sense that it is like a dirty fragrance, but it has a bit of a naughty side to it, which I love, and that makes this perfume so attractive. Next up, we have the gorgeous DELINA by Parfums de MALLE. I'm going to admit that at first I wasn't wowed by this perfume. I just thought, oh, this is another, you know, floral fragrance for women. It feels like a little bit designer, but actually the more time I've spent with this perfume, the more I like it. And yes, I will say go for the hype. So DELINA by Parfums de Marly is such a beautiful grand floral for women. It smells of rose, of peony, so just these gorgeous, really well blended florals, super feminine and delicate, but at the same time you have this like fruitiness from this fragrance. It feels a little bit juicy. So you have some rhubarb as well as lychee, which actually complement the rose really well because you have similarities between rose and lychee. So it's fresh, a bit juicy, a bit exotic, I guess, from the rhubarb and the lychee. It gives sort of an unexpected fruity twist in this scent. You also have a really warm base of vanilla, so again enhancing that sweetness. So if you're a fan of floral fruity fragrances and you want a solid choice from Parfums de Marly, I would go for DELINA. I personally wouldn't invest my money in other feminine fragrances from Parfums de Marly just because I find that you can get some great designer fragrances are very similar to them and for a fraction of the price. But what about AMOUAGE? AMOUAGE seems to be getting a lot of attention, and a fragrance that I fall in love with and that I would 100% recommend to you is Reflection Man. This fragrance smells so luxurious, and it's an interesting one because it is a woodsy, floral, musky fragrance for men. So it has some florals, but remains really masculine. This is a great fragrance to wear, I would say, in the warmer months, so perhaps spring would be the optimal season to wear this scent. As I said, it feels very luxurious, put together. This is a gentleman's fragrance. It's super classy and one that will really elevate any look. The next fragrance is from Fragrance du Bois. It is SANTAL COMPLET. This is the most easygoing fragrance from the brand Fragrance du Bois, and it is a light and airy sandalwood perfume. So it's a woody scent, but it is also very sweet. So it's like, I would say this is a woody vanilla type of perfume. So you have sandalwood, you have of course vanilla, and there's also some coconut. The coconut in this perfume isn't too prominent, so you're not gonna get like a beachy type of feeling from this scent. It will remind you a little bit of like some sort of like holiday, but it's not too prominent in this scent. To me, this smells like a biscuit, like a caramel biscuit. It's just really nice. It's not too thick or intoxicating either. In fact, this perfume stays closer to your skin. And I will say that maybe one drawback, I don't know if it's olfactive fatigue or just the fact that it doesn't project like crazy. This is not a perfume that will last forever on your skin. This is one drawback with this scent, and if you compare it to other Fragrance du Bois fragrances, it is on the lighter side. And the final fragrance of this list is Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis KURKDJIAN. This is the eau de parfum, not the X-ray. The X-ray comes in the dark red bottle, beautiful bottle, but I prefer the original bad boy, the original Baccarat Rouge 540. This perfume is sweet, it's intoxicating. To me, this smells like the sugar coating of candy apples, so it has that candy caramelized sugar effect. I love it. It also has some saffron, some jasmine, ambergris. Overall, this is a really complex scent. It's dense and light at the same time, so full of contrasts. Beautiful, beautiful scent trail. It grabs attention. This one is a compliment magnet. Everyone will smell you when you wear this scent, and also every time I've worn this scent, I've gotten compliments, countless compliments, may I say. So this one is just a really good, solid perfume to have in your collection if you're into sweet perfumes, and also one to wear if you want to feel a little bit more elevated. This is not a scent that I wear every day. This is one that I like to wear if I want to feel a bit more put together, feel more luxurious, if I'm dressing up and going out, which is not the case right now, but say I wanted to feel, you know, a little bit more polished, I would wear Baccarat Rouge 540, 100% worth the hype. A lot of dupes as well out there, but none of them beats the original, the quality of the original. Go get this one if you are into Maison Francis KURKDJIAN. There's one that I would recommend you get, Baccarat Rouge 540. Alright, so this concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with these hyped up fragrances. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!